Alright, alright, and welcome back to the Female Dota 2 Southeast Asian League Season 2. My name's Maya, and joining me today will be Andytron, DotaYoshi, as well as Vinnie. They will be bringing you guys the cast while I'll be here just doing some streaming and doing some admin work as well. So I will hand it over to them.
So, my joke, guys. What is the temperature of a Twanton? Lukewarm. Give it a second. Fucking losers. Oh my god.
It's from Star Wars, yeah.
Calling us the losers. Jeez. A joke like that.
So bad, you guys. What uncultured. Like pearls before swine. I've just spread my pearls before swine. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, I think you should just disband.
Cool.
I just got disconnected from the server.
Yeah, I played it.
We know.
Kim, please, what are you doing? Get back in slot, please.
Kim-sama! Please.
Oh my god. Kim!
Kim-sama kawaii! I don't know. Was it Kim that was the one that failed to load in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The angels are good. Let's do this. What's going on in the background over there?
So apparently my dad's watching this TV show where 22 men chase one ball. Yes, called football or soccer.
Okay. I was like thinking of
Well,
some weird wacky sport, and then you just
When
like
you're talking
ruined
about it that
for me.
way,
Yeah,
makes it sound far less appealing.
that's why. I mean, what's so appealing about soccer?
Have you considered
boy.
a career in marketing?
Draw all the crowds.
I just got disconnected from the server again.
Yeah, same.
Failed to do.
We lost our good server.
Server, please. Do we need to like do our ritual every time we actually want a game? You know, we have to pray to Lord Gaben, we have to pray to the Southeast Asian servers, and
I'll pray to the flying monster, spaghetti monster. Come on, spaghetti monster.
Everything was fine until the Fire Nation.
Turn this into a religious thing.
Bloody Fire Nation.
You and your
Alright.
crazy religions. Just pray to
Every day.
Gaben.
Just Fire Nation. Every day. So annoying.
You know what? Actually, you know what? I'm convinced. I'm gonna pray to this flying spaghetti monster. I think he actually can help us. Flying spaghetti monster,
I
help!
actually had a spaghetti bolognese earlier. Oh, so delicious.
Oh man, making me hungry.
It's like one of my most favorite treats ever. Is spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah. It's just like, oh god.
Sprinkle a little cheese, put a little
cheese.
some green stuff on it. I don't know what green
I like
stuff it
throwing
is.
some meatballs in there though. I like throwing some meatballs in there.
Yeah, I loaded in
Meatballs are
this time.
fantastic. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, everyone's let in. Sweet.
It's basically like if anyone but Vinnie loads in, we're in. We're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I'm always in there.
Oh no, everyone's connected, so we'll looks like everything will be underway. Yay!
Take it away, Maya.
Again. Alright, so welcome back to the Female Dota 2 Southeast Asian League Season 2. My name's Maya. This league is proudly sponsored by eClub Malaysia, Steel Series, as well as MTS Gaming. And today I have three Australian casters, DotaYoshi, Vinnie, as well as Andytron joining me. I will be just doing streaming for my Twitch stream. So if you guys haven't checked that out, that's twitch.tv/Maya Arcana. And with that, you guys take it away.
Welcome back.
Give us a
We
man.
are back for game 2. Team Freya did take the first game in a very convincing win. They were falling behind at the start of the game, but they managed to pull back with their supports rotating around, finding pickoffs around the place. Angels got a little bit aggressive. They seem to play very aggressive, even in positions where they shouldn't be, and they seem to get themselves caught out because of their aggression. I mean, you saw last game with Krish being in a position where she was trying to find pickoffs. She got RPs a little bit iffy. And then it just slowly fell behind from there. Team Freya, they just took the advantage. Spectre, she picked up a lot of farm and then they just came back from there. So into game 2.
Yeah, honestly, I just want to say something like, I really just want to see the Jazz Walk come to play. I don't think if you know this, Yoshi, but have you heard of the Jazz Walk before?
A lot of background noise.
Yeah, that's not picking up on the stream, so no worries. I'll just mute myself either way.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I really hope that Storm Spirit just comes into play in one of these games because, you know, I just love that hero. But you know, just a very similar advance coming out from Angels and Freya, just Invoker, Timbersaw, Centaur, and whatever this last band's going to be. Just very, very standard so far.
I'm always happy seeing Invoker being banned out because we saw earlier Invoker, EMP, Tornado. It's just not a fun combination to watch because it's just so strong. Because, I mean, you throw it out, you've burnt all their mana, they can't do anything, they've taken a lot of damage. Cold Snap on top of that, and, well, you can't get away because that Cold Snap will generally tick for a lot. You do get a lot of damage done to you. You can't counter because you have no mana. Until you get that BKB up, you're in such a vulnerable position against an Invoker, and we finally see that Shadow Shaman going down.
Yeah. First pick Weaver. Me and Matt have explained a lot why this isn't really a desirable first pick for either one of us. Like, what do you think of it, Yoshi? What is your opinion on this first pick Weaver? What does it describe about the team?
I think that Weaver in general is a very strong hero. I mean, he's so elusive, it forces the other team to consistently buy wards and dust. That, for one, forces supports to be poor. They can't get the items they need unless they get some kills or this just got rolling. But if they're not getting anything, the supports will consistently fall behind. For Angels, this doesn't reveal anything. This allows you to have an additional carry because he will be played in that off lane. You generally don't see Weavers played in that safe lane carry unless you're going for a little bit of a strange strat. But we'll be seeing that Weaver in the offlane. This forces Team Freya to maybe play a little bit more defensively and go for supports that can lock down a Weaver. Maybe they want to go for a little bit of burst, but now they're forced to go into the route where they have to have dual lockdown. They need 2, 3, possibly even 4 bits of lockdown coming from their heroes, or they're just not going to be able to slow or stop this Weaver.
Yeah. Well, we have seen a lot of lines against Weavers because, like, generally in this tournament and this tournament only, we have seen Zeppelin Weavers, if not majority of the time. And, Disruptor, decent amount of CC, of course, but, Glimpse being a very, very powerful spell in the hands of a decent player, as well as Earthshaker. Just a little bit of combo going on, but, Glimpse, one of the better spells in the game, in my opinion, because it just forces players to be consistently in position, or else you just got to be out of position in either way or another with the Disruptor. And it's just such a great hero, in my opinion, with that move.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, disrupt, and then you have a fissure there. What are you going to do? You're going to be glimpsed back. Earthshaker's got 4 seconds to get into position, I think it's about 1.5 or 2 seconds to get in position, and then you're locked behind the fissure. They can just wail on you without any problems. Another thing I love about this disruptor, you can throw out a thunder strike, throw it onto the Weaver, boom, there goes his Lincoln Sphere when he decides to build his Lincoln Sphere. Then you've got a glimpse available, you can throw the wall, you've got your silence. And the silence, especially on a disruptor, against a Weaver, is perfect. If you silence the Weaver, what's he gonna do? He can't time-lapse, he can't Sakuchi, he is theoretically gonna die there and there. You've got 5 seconds of free time to kill a Weaver.
Yeah, you're right. And we do have a Batten coming out, and this hero I have not seen before, but Weaver Batten was a very generic thing back maybe a few months ago with the Lions. So yeah, they did it quite a bit, and they was just so aggressive with the Lions carry. I don't remember the names because I don't really keep up with it anymore. But they went aggressive, and majority of the time they won their lane just because Weaver can, once he's on the aggressive, it's just really hard to stop unless you have two hard CC heroes, as you said. But within the Batten, the CC can just be completely negated with his shield.
Dire team ban.
And as you're saying, this goes in Angel's favor. They love to play aggression. Weaver Abaddon. This is going to be a very fun combination to watch, purely because of how aggressive we see Angels get, and how much they continue to put on the aggression. They don't let up, even if they're winning. They don't let up. They're losing. They don't let up. No, the entire time throughout the game. They just keep the aggression on. And with a Weaver and Abaddon laning together, the first 10 to 15 minutes should be a pretty solid farm for a Weaver, unless it's a tri-lane against tri-lane. I really think Team Freya may be looking to go for an aggressive tri-lane of their own, because Disruptor and Earthshake can catch these heroes out of position, and then your carry can pick up a few easy kills, depending on who they want to run as their carry. But I think the Weaver and Abaddon for Angels might have the advantage at the start of this game, even if they do go up against a Disruptor and Earthshaker.
Safe to say there's going to be a lot of tower diving this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, even Angels can go a little bit over excessive here and maybe pick up the Dazzle if they wanted to, but it is over excessive because they already have a Batten, and I think our Batten is enough to say that the Weaver can just go completely nully.
Preempt Protector.
Yeah.
Did someone say a Dazzle?
Yeah, that hero got nerfed pretty hard.
Dazzle!
Yeah,
so,
but it would entertain me greatly to see a Preempt.
Yes. But as we do talk about bans and picks coming up, with Death Prophet, Last Dilla, AA, and Crystal Maiden being banned in the last couple of bans, second banning stage, sorry. Just willing to wait for Freya's third pick right now.
I really like these bans once again. Freya getting rid of the AA and Crystal Maiden, two heroes that could be a potential problem against their lineup. I'm a little bit surprised with the Crystal Maiden because, I mean, if you're going up against the Crystal Maiden, Disruptor generally has the advantage. Disruptor's got a higher movement speed by about 15 because Crystal Maiden is one of the slowest heroes at the start of, actually, slowest heroes in general. I think there's only one hero slower than Crystal Maiden. Where's the slowest hero?
Yeah, I don't know. I know the fastest one because she's my favorite hero in the game. So, yeah.
Is that Luna? No.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is Luna, yeah. And then I think Lich is the second fastest. He's got a ridiculous move speed.
Yeah.
So, Team Freya, they will be picking up a Bristleback, so they're going for this tanky lineup with the Bristleback. We haven't seen a Bristleback work in the past few games. Bristleback has always been shut down or just hasn't been able to get the damage output that they require. However, that is some physical DPS that Team Freya do need at this moment. So they have the silence, they've got some control, they've got stuns, and now they have physical damage. Over on the side of Angels, they have an elusive, aggressive combination coming out from that Weaver and Abaddon, and now a Viper, which we should be seeing run mid. And Viper generally wins most 1v1 matchups. There's only a few heroes that can take on a Viper. One's the Invoker, the other one's an OD, but generally still, you send a Viper against an OD and you can still win it.
Yeah, I've been spending Vipers in my time during my middle. We do have a Phantom Lancer being picked up right now, so it looks like Freya will sort of want to just run a defensive try and get this PL up and running with a Diffusal Blade to stop that bad with these shields and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, back to this 1v1 matchup with Viper. I've played against it a lot, and it's very, very hard to beat that hero overall because, you know, he's just got all the skills that he needs to just keep him survived in that lane. He's got such aggressive skills too to get out of position, and he really does hurt you. But, you know, maybe a safe lane Viper now, you know, with the Tinker. Who knows?
I mean, we've seen Tinker played really well a few games ago against DTO. The Tinker was just so well played. They had stacks of camps at the minute mark. They stacked the camp. Tinker walked away from mid lane, stacked a camp, and was stacking it every minute. She came back. She picked up all the farm. She had flight boots in under 10 minutes and was roaming the map. And then we just saw an absolute snowball coming from the Tinker. So we know Angels, they can play a very mean Tinker, and I'm looking forward to watch that. Also, it's very nice because you have the anti-push. Phantom Lance is going to be pushing you, and with all those illusions out, and you have March of the Machines, you're going to be picking out those illusions at a quick speed. So that just reduces Phantom Lance's effectiveness just a little bit more.
And you can tell the Angels definitely play towards which side of the map they're on as well, because I don't think they would have picked up that Tinker were they not in dire. Because I think with Tinker mid, this will allow the Tinker to do exactly what they've done before, which is basically walk out of the middle lane and stack the ancient camp at 1 minute.
So now
we're going to see a good Tinker again, controlling possibly the Phantom Lancer this time. Last time that Tinker kept that Luna under control the entire game, and that Luna just couldn't come back with it. Will we see the same thing again with the Phantom Lancer?
Clinks. What do you guys think about the Clinks? I think it's a little bit of a strange pickup.
Risky. Very risky.
Yeah, it's very greedy.
Or it can't work. I mean, where's it going to go? It's going to go off. Lane's just like, who is middle for Freya right now?
Clinks is mid. Clinks is mid. Clinks is mid.
Clinks against Viper or Tinker.
No, I'm going to throw it out. I'm going to throw Bristleback in mid against Tinker.
I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. I mean, Clinks versus Viper stop like bad.
If Clinks is offline, it would probably be Bristleback, to be honest.
I know we do have final support being picked up as a Alliance, so I just don't know who's going to be it. So we'll just see how we go.
And let's get introduced in these teams. On the side of Freya, down on that Clinks will be picked up by Illich. Reese will be taking your Phantom Lancer. Addy on your Disruptor. Emsky on your Bristleback. And finally, Banana Burger will be taking your Earthshaker.
And on the dire side, we have on the Angels, Cassie here, the Viper. Kim on the Lion. Krish on the Weaver. Panzel. Panzel on the Tinker there, and Mikasa on Abaddon.
It looks like we'll be seeing that Abaddon. Oh, actually, Viper, where you going, Viper? Viper's coming down bottom. Looks like they've decided to change the lanes around. Weaver will be going up to the top for a safe lane farm, throwing Viper down in that off lane. Will he be supported by teammates? He will not. The supports will be going top, so Viper off lane against a tri-lane of PL, Earthshaker, and a Disruptor. That's not where you want to throw your Viper.
Yeah, we've seen one team do this before. I'm not sure if it was the same team. I can't really remember. But yeah, they ran a Viper off lane. It just did not work. You know, there was up against 3 stuns, and, you know, Corrosive Sin was not enough to just save the Viper's life. And, you know, she died at least 4 to 5 times, so it just did not work. I would rather see a Weaver down here.
But look at it this way, though. With those, at least Viper is a little bit more tanky than that Weaver. If that Weaver gets stunned by, basically any of those things, it's instantly dead. I mean,
but if you look at it this way, though, you have a tri-lane of a Weaver and Abaddon and the Lion. You have stuns, you have, if Weaver does get stunned, you throw out a shield and it negates the stun so he can instantly start moving and start getting aggressive himself. And then the Sakuchi with the shield on top can burst for a lot of damage. I think it would be a little bit more safer, and because this Viper's not going to get anything. If Viper does try to get something, there's a fissure and glimpse, and he'll just die. I mean, sure, you can pick up a point in Corrosive Skin, but Corrosive Skin can only do so much.
Yeah, I mean, so Vinnie was right with the scores. Actually, Clinksmith, I haven't seen this. I don't think I've ever seen this in a competitive game day. So it'll be very interesting to see how this matchup fares against a Tinker, which is going to go. I'm not really entirely sure. It's going to go Machines build or going to go Burst build. That's what I solely think is going to be dependent on whether or not how this lane really goes.
Bristleback's just throwing a few auto attacks against this line. Lion tried to get some auto attacks against the Bristleback, and Avalon's have to going to come on in here and ward that away. I think Bristleback is not really going to have too much of a chance of dying here. I mean, he's already getting aggressive against the Lion. He's picked up level 2. He's going to be quite happy about that. Down in bottom lane, Viper is getting hit with the Static Storm from the Disruptor because he was standing too close to the creep, but he's been able to pick up levels that I don't think he should be, and I really don't agree with the first pickup of the Thunderstrike. But now he does have that glimpse, so they can start working towards it. Earthshaker's in that jungle picking up a little bit of XP wherever he can. I'd like to see a little bit more pulling and some stacking coming out by Freya and trying to cut off as much XP to this top lane as possible, trying to slow that Bristleback. And at the same time, I'd like to see that down at Freya, which they are doing quite well. Banana Berry is shutting down a lot of XP. He's picking up a little bit of XP for himself and some gold along the way.
Yeah, I mean, if they do leave this fairness alone though against Viper, in a 1v1 situation, only melee against Viper is just like, you're putting that PL against the Viper alone, and it's never really a good thing. The majority of the time, PL will lose. In the top lane, we do have just Kim being of annoyance, just draining the mana of Bristleback and becoming a bit of an annoyance, but I really would like to see dual lanes coming out with the Weaver ban in the bottom lane and maybe Lion Viper against this Bristleback. I felt like that would have worked out fine, but the trial lane still works.
All the damage Clinks takes in the mid lane just throws out a march of the machines. He takes so much damage. He doesn't have any regen because he's going for that fast bottle rush. And over top lane, Bristleback's pinging top, just saying that these heroes are up top so he can be aggressive against the Viper. Viper does have a haste. He's trying to absorb his level 3. He's going to see what's going on here. He's going to be looking at this Earthshaker. He's going to throw out one. He's going to have to run away, and because that Disruptor did throw out that Static Storm. I'm personally not a Static Storm fan because it just doesn't do as much damage as you'd like. And now Viper, he might have found himself a target. He gets hit by the Earthshaker's fissure. He's now stuck inside, and now he will fall down. First blood going to no other than Reese on this Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, and she's already got 1.4k in the bank's off to an amazing start for her.
It's either going to be a very fast defusal, or she can go for the good old... I generally don't see a Midas on PL, because it's nice because you do have that attack speed, but I think it would be a little bit better if she went for something possibly like a Drums for the aura and early game advantage, or go straight for that defusal, because the earlier that defusal is up, the harder she will be hitting and slowing down these heroes. And Viper's once again still being a little bit aggressive down this bottom lane. He wants to find whatever she can, but she'll probably get herself caught out once again.
They seriously need a ward in that bottom.
Yeah, I think the pings are coming in just to make sure that it does get warded by Banana, and there we go. Yeah. So the pings
they were watching that game.
Yeah.
But I think it's a little bit too late now. I mean, there's already 3 stacks in there. That's enough to just walk in there and then grab your fight boots.
But the problem is, though, leaving this Clinks to farm can be putting Tinker at a little bit of a desert. Sure, Tinker's getting a bit of travel, but Tinker's getting absolute free farm in the meantime.
But speaking of that, though, there's a smoke up at this top river. They're looking to come mid, and Clinks, she's going to walk in, she's going to grab a creep. Probably not the creep she wanted a centaur, or possibly, what's the other word? An Ursa Warrior, I think it's called.
Yes.
I don't call it an Ursa Warrior, but I think it's called something else.
Hellbear Smasher, or the Satyr, or there's a lot of things in the jungle.
I was going to say Satyr, but I'm like, no one wants a Satyr. It's just the Hellbear. It's like referred to as an Ursa as well, and every time I click on it, I'm like, why don't you say Ursa? And up at top lane, a little bit of damage from the Weaver going onto Emsky. Emsky's just going to throw out a few spines and run away from there. And actually, they're going to start absorbing the mana. We should have seen a stun then. If a stun came out by Kim, that would have been a kill going towards that Weaver with the Sakuchi on top.
I think so, yeah.
So, I also want to ask you a question about this Weaver's iron build, Yoshi. The Orb of Venom on a Weaver. How do you feel about this?
It's unusual to say the least. Actually, a little bit of engagement up top here, and Bristleback's just going to take it up. He's not in any danger of dying soon. He does pop his mana 1, but he just loses all his mana to the line. But going back to that question, I don't know. I've never seen it on a Weaver before, so I can't really talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it just last night too. Last two.
Bottom lane, we might have an engagement. Will Disrupt going in there. They're thinking about it. Fisher comes out on the wrong side. We need a glimpse. Glimpse is late, and now Sheikah's going to have to run away. We have a lot of damage. We do see the death of that Viper. They're now turning towards the Abaddon. Abaddon does not have Burrow Time. He's only level 4. Glimpse back into place. Phantom Lancer does have enough damage to throw out that Lance. Will he get the final kill? He gets denied. Oh, good work coming out by the castle.
Yes.
What can't you talk about?
Wow,
What did you see?
there's still stuff going on. Weaver, he's attacking people down the bottom lane. Reese goes invisible, trying to Sakuchi and find that invisible PL. Doesn't find it. He does, however, find a Disruptor. Disruptor will pop that south. At the same time, Clinks finds himself a kill, and, well, Weaver got too aggressive.
Wow.
Did not have that level 6.
The Angels are being far too aggressive now, I think.
Yeah, Weaver just decided to go way too ham in. Yeah, as I went back to that Orb of Venom pickup, as we were talking about, Vinnie, Orb of Venom on Viper. How do you feel about it?
I love that. That's like scumbag to the max in my opinion.
I mean, not Orb of Venom on Viper. Sorry, Weaver.
On Weaver, I still think it's very weird, but I guess it can help. I mean, he doesn't need the slow. I mean, you've already got the Sakuchi to keep up to heroes and run around them. You don't really need that extra poison dot damage. It doesn't actually do too much for you. I personally prefer if that 275 gold, I think it is, would be better off elsewhere. Maybe start saving for, I don't know, at this stage, boots, because he doesn't have boots.
So,
yeah, majority of Weavers this game have been boostless Weavers.
Yeah.
In this tournament, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, Andy and I, we have
Bottom lane, Chris is in a lot of trouble. She does have level 6, but she didn't decide to level up her time lapse. That was a big blunder. She decided to pick up a second point in Gemknight attack. That's not where you want to go as a Weaver. And now, a ward has been placed in range of a tower. That's not where you want to put a ward. And now, we might see the death of the line. Will the line go down? He will not go down. He gets shielded up, and now the Viper may find herself a kill. She does get that final auto attack off, and they will find themselves a kill.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, you know, this is not the first time that Krish has actually picked up an Orb of Venom on this Weaver here. So, and we've seen her build it into Skadi, right, Andy?
Yes, we have.
And now, once again, Weaver's getting aggressive down in bottom lane. She doesn't have time left. She should not be doing this, because if she gets caught out once again, she's going to go down for a third death of the game. 3 deaths on a Weaver in 10 minutes is not... definitely nowhere you want any of your heroes, let alone a Weaver that technically probably shouldn't ever die.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, like, as May was saying, Krish, it's not the first time we've seen it as, and it is bootless. Every time it is bootless with no boots. We have seen her build a Skadi before, and she likes going heavy stats. Weaver, no damage. Manta, Skadi, Lincoln's. First 3 items I've seen on her, and she could not die.
Oh, Bristleback, he wants to get the ward, but she can't get in close. She's trying to melee it, but unfortunately nothing. And it's a nice ward there generally, purely because you have a lot of vision of that tier 1 tower and all that surrounding area, but you need to place it a little bit further over, and you need to hide it in the rocks, because that rock actually is... you can place it inside and down bottom lane. Actually, a lot of damage coming out. We do have Phantom Lancer. We'll be avoiding the rockets coming out from Panzel. Martial Machines are already on the way. He does have his fight point boots, and now they're going to be working towards his tower. So this could be a very nice timing of a tower and open up the map a little bit further for Angels, and that's what they need at the moment.
I mean, yeah,
and Viper Strike goes out on top of Bristleback. He's trying to run for his life. Auto poison. He doesn't have any more poison damage. He's trying to get the final auto attacks off. He's not going to be enough. The rockets come on through. He gets the final. Will the poison tick him down? It does not.
The rockets will kill him though.
And now Clinks. Oh, he does die. The Tinker does pick it off, but the Clinks finds himself a kill at the same time. He's now got it. She's now got a Midas, but that's a 11-minute Midas. You would generally hope to pick that up about 2-3 minutes ago. The longer it takes to get your Midas, the less effective it gets. And bottom lane, Chris, she's trying to find herself a kill onto Reese. A nice Earthshaker fissure comes on through. Will Reese alive? And Chris, she now does have that time lapse, so we shouldn't see her die this time. But then again, I was saying that earlier and she was dying.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as I was saying before, like the Rise has done exceptionally well to get a farmers. They've got some jobs, but Tinker with that Bissett shovel is just being really, really annoying, stopping Rise from farming. Honestly, I think this is probably the best call for this Tinker to do at the moment. So, well played by Pencil right now.
There's just nothing they can do about it. I mean, we have Banana Burger. She's almost got her arcane boots up and running. When she has that, she can be a little bit more effective and start spamming out those fissures. I almost keep saying echo subs. You can start spamming out those fissures. We have Krish. She's getting a little bit aggressive. She throws out a Shikuchi. The sentry is already down in place. The Finger of Death does not pick off Phantom Lance. Phantom Lance does get in. Does get into his invisibility and gets one out of there. Now Chris, she's in a lot of trouble. We don't have a visual currently available by Earthshaker. He doesn't have enough mana. That one charge will give him enough mana when it does come off cooldown. She should pop it. She needs to pop it. She doesn't pop it, so she doesn't get the fissure off. She does go down, but Phantom Lancer picks himself up a kill. And now Abaddon, she's got that burrow time in the backlines. However, Tinker finds another kill onto Phantom Lancer, and Phantom Lancer's killing spree goes on down. And this Tinker, Panzer's just plays too well in this Tinker.
Just being really, really aggressive to stop Freya from farming right now. And instead she wants to spot out the Clinksy, is spotted out Kim. Does decide to throw out a stun, but it doesn't really do too much damage, just draining the mana as well, just being a little bit of annoyance. But Kim does need to slowly get back to base because she's really low. But the rockets pick up the just
that Tinker again.
Just with the vision from the Central as well. This Tinker's being just an annoyance at the moment.
That poor Disruptor, she wasn't expecting. She's like, did crunch, dead, nothing to do about it.
With the way that that the Tinker is being played by Panzel there, I almost think an Aghanim Scepter on this Tinker would be great.
I don't know. I mean, you pick up an Aghanim Scepter just for rockets, though. It seems a little bit
double laser range isn't bad either.
But it's not something you really need to rely on. I mean, generally you're going to be up and close, you're going to be spamming March on the Machine, or you're going to be spamming your rockets. And if you can pick up better items, such as your Scythe, your stats, Scythe, or even your Dagon Ethereal Blade, you have the mana to support it. I don't know.
I just would like to see items on the Tinker for some reason.
It'd be fun, yeah.
It'd be very cool.
My feels.
To be honest, I've not seen it actually.
It's kind of like how I always want to see an Aghanim Scepter on a gyrocopter just for the cooldown to go anywhere.
I've played against. I've played against at the PA against with Aghanim Scepter. Yeah, just yesterday. In fact, every time I was farming, he would scepter me. He would call down.
And Reese, she's gonna be dodging a stun. Kim's trying to Kim's trying to do a lot of damage. Nice fissure and the silence on top of Chris, but they don't have the damage to shut him down as of yet. She does have time on. We do see the line go now. Disruptor's dead. That's a 1-for-1 trade so far. They're turning towards the Bristleback. Bristleback's taking a lot of damage. We do have that shield going off the back lines, keeping Chris alive. There's the second hero going down. Phantom Lance is going down. Now Weaver, she's gonna be looking to go underneath this tower. They're gonna take another kill. This is going to be a 4-for-1 trade. There's no way Banana Burger can get out of this. Maybe able to find a kill onto the Viper, but it's not going to be the case. So 4-for-1 trade in favor of Angels.
And yeah, I'm not going to say that right now. The Earthshaker actually wasted a skill point on Echo Slam for that. So he actually misplayed skilled and put a point into Enchant Totem, and he has to wait another level before he can even get his best spell.
I still think it's strange with this Earthshaker. We've seen this twice now. Banana Burger, she doesn't tend to pick up the Enchant Totem earlier. Generally, you only get 1 point of Aftershock and then 1 point of Enchant Totem, so you have that additional stun. But she likes to pick up 2 Aftershocks for that little bit additional time. I think it's a little bit strange. And we've still got a little bit of initiation going on. Clinks, he's running around in circles. Bro time has been popped. Clinks will not be able to find that kill onto the line. However, we have a glimpse going back onto the Weaver. Weaver's going to find himself a kill on the Disruptor. At the same time, Bristleback picks off the Abaddon. And now, Weaver's still running around in circles. Rockets are coming flying through. Does so much damage to the Clinks. Will Clinks go down from the Shikuchi? I mean, the Gemini attack will not go down. Not enough damage on top of that Weaver as of yet. And now they turn around to Krish. Krish, she does have a Sakuchi. She's going to get on her way there. Phantom Lancer finds himself a kill in the back of the line, but then Viper turns it back around. It's a 2-for-2 trade. Kills going all over the place, but Freya, they've lost so much. They've lost their carries. They're losing more heroes. Nice fissure, but it's not going to be enough. Krish, she's going to come on through. She's going to throw him out. Tinker comes on in, picks up another double kill in this game.
That Tinker. Wow.
Oh. That Tinker indeed.
Yeah, just Tinker's just staying alive throughout this, so utilising his cooldowns like every single second, spamming rockets, spamming machines, spamming every single spell except for laser, because you know laser you sort of have to be in a decent range to get that cast up. You know, machines doing a lot of work, rockets doing amazing work, and you know she's doing really well.
I really wish this game had one of the stat graphs damage done by heroes, because I would damage and heals done by heroes, because I would love to see them at times. Because this Tinker is just in the fight for a few seconds and does more damage than everyone in this game. It's crazy at the moment. And now we've got maybe a possible push coming on the mid lane. Bottom lane is pushing in. Weaver's going to be trying to do a little bit of chip damage, just tier 2 tower down bottom. Then she's going to rotate into mid lane, and they're going to be able to find themselves an easy tier 1. It's only at 245 health. And Banana Burger, you're not going to be able to do too much with your Fisher, unfortunately.
Just with that, what you're talking about before, the damage done, Dave, if you've got your console activated, at the end of every game, if you open up your console, it does have a list with things like damage done, tower damage done, heat damage healed, all that.
That's totally at the end of the game. I want a graph. I want one like the difference in XP graph or something like that. Maybe even a stat.
You want an ongoing in-game graph, do you?
Yes, that'd be fantastic. I mean, you've got a combat log already recording all that.
Would be, yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice to be able to throw that in. And speaking of those graphs, Tinker sitting at 10k, Clinks is only 6.5k, Weaver on 5.8k, and the PL Viper just under 5.8k. So it just shows how far ahead this Tinker is, and she's already got Blink Dagger, she's got her Scythe of Vice in the works, throws out the rocket doing a lot of damage to Reese, and Reese, she's now scared, she's going to have to run away into the secret shop, and they're just going to push this lane a little bit further, they're just going to try and keep hitting the lanes, and Freya, they've got nowhere to farm. Bristleback's trying to farm bottom, but she's going to have to TP home. At top lane, there's another TP out. There's just TPs from Freya going home the entire time. They can't go anywhere, they can't get themselves a break.
Right, even this Tinker in the middle lane, just spamming rockets on the Clinks, just saying, no, get out of the lane, it's my lane now. But you know, we do have Lion just and Viper up here, and also Aban just trying to make a push into this top lane as well, because you know, as Tinker mainly can be anywhere at the map with the Blink Dagger, just spamming those rockets again from in these bushes, just being really annoying. In the bottom lane we have Krish stopping Rise from getting any farm down here, right? Rise does have a decent amount of farm right now.
A bit of initiation, got up top lane, finger of death goes out, and Disruptor falls down, and she's not going to be too happy about that. Bristleback pops that mechanism, going to be keeping them alive a little bit further, but the damage has already been done. They still have a lot of heroes and abilities up and running. They've still got Bow Time, they've still got the Jewel Strike or Viper Strike coming out from that Viper, and let's continue pushing this tier 2 up top. Down at bottom lane, Weaver's in a lot of trouble. She will throw out her times ups. They're going to be fighting against Reese, who will come out on top. Krish, she's going to turn around, she's going to generate attack, and that is a kill going towards the Weaver.
Yeah, you just can't 1v1 Weaver like that as a fan lane. I mean, you got to be really far ahead to, you know, just make sure that Weaver does not get that time lapse even off in the 1v1 situation. But unfortunately, Krish played her cards right and, you know, just won the 1v1.
You really need a diffusal to get rid of that mana, because I mean, time lapse is quite expensive for a weave. I mean, 150, especially when you're Sakuchin. Oh, damn sneeze. Especially when you're Sakuchin half the time, you run out of mana quite easily. So if you have a diffusal on top of that, you're going to theoretically shut down Weaver before she is level 16. And she still only has level 1 of the time lapse. I personally prefer picking up as many levels of time lapse as possible, because it does lower that mana cost, which is one of the easiest ways to shut down a Weaver if you have some kind of mana burn against him.
Yeah, you're definitely right. But you know, PL's trying to find something. I mean, it looks like he's trying to find it for a Radiance or something like that. Not building towards the Diffuse Blade as of yet. Just sort of holding onto that money, but you know, you lose reliable gold every time you die. And honestly, I just prefer just to spend it.
I do agree with the drums pick up though. I mean, she needs the stats. She's not doing the best of games at the moment, so these cheap, cost-efficient items will help her keep relevant, just not where she'd like to be. And rockets come flying on through. The top tower should fall very shortly. It will go to the Viper, so she will be picking up that last hit there. And Tinker decides to pick up a Shiver's Guard, jumps on in, slows down all the heroes, starts throwing out the March of the Machines, and well, I wasn't expecting the Shiver's Guard, but Shiver's Guard still works wonderful on a Tinker.
I mean, honestly, like South of West would have pretty good, but Shiver's Guard's just barely, you know, a little bit more inexpensive, and it just does a big AoE slow on the map. So it's maybe one of the best things they have. We do have Clinks trying to get a kill onto this wave, though. Doesn't have an Orchid, just to be able to Shikuchi away. Don't have Dust either, so Wave's just going to Shikuchi away, but does decide to turn away and try to bait Rise into a 1v1 situation. No, Rise is baiting that, but Clinks actually goes to the Korea and does get the kill.
And then he'll pop his mask. That's a little.
Radiant's top tower
So I
is under
think in the
attack.
Skype call, yeah, we just dropped Yoshi. Now Yoshi is back. Welcome
I'm
back.
back. So
Radiant's
that's.
middle tower is under attack.
I'm going to blame Skype and Australian internet. It's all bad. Down at bottom lane, we do have disruptors in a lot of trouble. Krish, she gets the time off at the crucial moment. Tinker comes on in, picks off the disruptor. Tinker is now going to man fight against the Clinks, but that's not where you want to be. But the Weaver comes on in to help out. Nice fissure, but it misses. Echo Slam is used for all that bonus gold going to the Earthshaker, and that's going to help him get his Blink Dagger up and running. And Weaver just easily picks off a Clinks who was running away, but wasn't able to get into Skeletal as quickly as possible. And now there's just heroes just walking in one by one, dying and dying. Angels, they're coming on top here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's just like
This is a completely different game than what we saw in the first.
yeah. So it's basically just people walking in one by one, just getting caught out. I mean, and the only way we do it was like, you know, just wondering why he's getting mana drained right now because he just can't see that line. So, but yeah, people just walking in one by one, and you can't let themselves mistakes. We have Viper just slowing down. So here comes the Swarm as well, and getting a little bit of armor. But, you know, Quill Spray doing a lot of damage. And the Baron doesn't really care because he's got borrowed time. But you know, Viper doesn't really care too much. The mech is popping, you know. Bristleback being really tanky. Fisher comes out, the Baron is caught and actually times back into the Static Storm. But you know, you just Kushi away, and it's getting hit by the towers. And the power supply will it be enough to ensure Chris's safety? And it will be.
Man, that was a very aggressive Weaver there, and she's lucky to be able to survive. Unfortunately for that Earthshaker, that cooldown wasn't there to be able to get another fissure off and running. But Angels, they're now being very aggressive here. If they continue up this, they can find themselves basically in the same situation as last game. They started off really well, got aggressive, and fell behind because they started walking in one by one. But Panzel, she plays a fantastic Tinker. I don't think she's just going to let her team fall behind here. I mean, at the moment, I would like to say one-man carry this purely because she's just so far ahead. But now Clinks has that Orchid. He can pick off anyone he wants to, other than the Abaddon.
And we also got to look at like the levels differential. We do have like level 11s, 9s, 16s, and 15 on Angels. Well, on Freya, we've only got 115, a 13, two 13 sides, and 2 level 8. So the XP is probably going to be heading to it. It's not by much, probably about 5k. I'm going to take a guess. And yeah, it is 5k. And, you know, 10k gold, so they are definitely, you know, 100 gold. And in the lane, we do have Viper just hitting on with the Viper Strike as well, and Audi, what is it? Addy just gets caught out of position there.
And Weaver was rotating. We have the Viper Strike coming out. It's not going to do too much against Clinks. He'll just walk away. He's got more than enough speed. I mean, he's running at 503 speed in that skeleton walk. He's got a haste in the bottle if he wants to pick that up by 19 movement speed. And we have a fissure coming on out, making sure Viper can't get in on that threat. That slow to start working towards their heroes, but now Freya, they're stuck inside their base. This is not where they want to be. They don't have any of this massive anti-push capability. They have an Earthshaker with Fissure. Other than that, they have no way of stopping this push. PL has got to be extremely careful here. She's playing with fire. They do have sentries. They've dropped one. They've got sentries all over the place, watching the rotation of the Clinks and the PL. But at least PL, she's finding farm.
Yeah, it's just a farming farm, but the Radiance pickup is probably, I don't know if it's a little bit too late right now. I don't know, will it be enough to stop Angel from just continuing the aggression like this?
Sneaky courier up in that forest.
I mean, in the top lane we do have Lincoln Sphere Pog from Krish Vino. She doesn't really care, she's just manning up against the Bristleback right now, so...
That's one of the best things about Bristleback. You thought that's not 30 mana, low cooldown, gets rid of a Lincoln Sphere. A bloody a $5,500 item. Oh, I think it's actually 4,000 something, isn't it? Tinker manages to find herself a kill down the bottom lane, may even find herself a second kill. Clicks is trying to man up. Who will get the win? It will be Panzel. That's Panzel's just too good at the moment. Too far ahead. And now mid lane, we've got a little bit more of a potential fight getting ready. Does this Earthshaker have a blink? He's now picked it up. Can he surprise the side of Angels? He shouldn't reveal it as of yet. It's Daylight Vision. If they've clicked on him, they know it's there. He throws out that fissure. But can he find that 3-4 hero Echo Slam he needs? Viper's doing a lot of damage to Emsky. Emsky's taking a lot. He pops the mechanism. Nice stun. Comes out by Kim. Nice silence from the Disruptor. It will be enough. The mechanism's popped. He pops the wand, but he still goes down to the auto attacks of the tower. And now, look at all those Martian machines. You can't fight into that. Your entire base is swarming with them, and that just gives Angels the free space to clean up your tower. But Banana Burger, he's willing. He's waiting. Fissure's nothing. That's a little bit unfortunate there. Tower's gonna be glyphed up. It will fall down very surely. That's only gonna survive a little bit longer. And there he goes. Echo Slam comes on in. Totem Slam, but does not have the fissure as she did use it earlier. So that's not as well as it could have been. And they're just gonna all run away. Nice time lapse coming by Krish, avoiding a lot of the damage. Tinker's now here for the cleanup crew. Unfortunately, ran out a little bit mana. Kim and the catapult cleans up the tower, and Freya. They're in a very tough position. No, they might start chasing. Clinks might find himself a kill. Arrow comes on through. Second one won't work. The burrow time is popped, and now Clinks runs. That shows you how scared she is of this Tinker, and the Weaver comes on in as well.
Yeah, I mean, I would be scared of this Tinker too, but she's just way too far ahead at the moment. I mean, she's 5k ahead of her ally, the Weaver, and he's pretty far ahead. I mean, Clinks is just trying to hit what he can with the Orchid, but I don't think it's going to be enough anyway. I mean, here comes the Timeless as well. Earthshaker's here with the Enchanter, a nice static storm, really well played by the Disruptor. They're catching out that Weaver. That's the kill that they desperately need. And if they can get this kill on the Viper, it would be desperately needed. Here comes the Guru and the Glimpse as well, making just the icing on the cake right there. And two desperately needed pickups there for Freya.
And luckily, one did go the way of the Clinks, helping Clinks get that more gold that she desperately needed. And she'll be working towards that BKB. BKB will help her out dramatically in these fights. I mean, the only person that will be able to do damage to you is the Weaver. Tinker's Martian machines will, but generally as that Clinks, you're going to be running through and behind into the backlines where the Martian machines generally won't be, and no one else is going to be able to touch you. So once that BKB is up on the line, if she can get that up online before these racks go down, I think Freya, they're still in with a really good shot.
Yeah, well, yeah. The problem is though, Tinker now has a Hex. So
that's a fairly big problem to deal with.
Well,
Yeah.
this Tinker just soloed 2 of the core heroes on Freya here, and it's just horrifying right now.
Yeah, I mean, this Tinker
it
is a
absolutely
monster.
disgusting
What
what
this
Tinker's doing at the moment.
In the middle lane, we
Ryan
do
gets
have like
Glimpse back in, but he does get 4 staff out just before that wall does go on down.
I mean,
I think that's
it's 30
Cardinal
minutes
Rule.
in, and this PL does not have a Radiance. I mean, it's the pickup of the Radiance now has just been not worth it at all, in my opinion.
No, it hasn't.
It would have been better to go for a diffusal, because at least that way you're doing damage in these fights. But then again, PL hasn't been in these fights. The top lane, the silent goes out. Weaver's in a lot of trouble. Weaver will go down. They even popped the Static Storm to make sure that bug will not be coming back to haunt them. And now they're chasing down this Abaddon. Abaddon does have burrow time. Will she be able to delay low enough for a team comes in? The team is here. Clinks is trying to get in here, but Clinks is nowhere to be seen, actually. Nice stun coming out by the line. We're into the 3 here. Finger of Death. The damage from the Tinker will pick off those 2 heroes without a problem. That Clinks needed to come on in there, but she stood at base. I was just waiting for the Clinks to come on and start doing a lot of damage to these heroes, because, I mean, the Syrian arrows on top of the Orchid would have, like, ripped through heroes such as that line, but Clinks never turned up.
I mean, the PL did have his Radiance too, but he just decided not to show up too. I mean, Josh Sheso wanted to just keep farming away. But, you know, this is what happens when, you know, you keep farming away and there's a big team fight going on when they desperately need you. I mean, here's a Hex onto the Clinks right there, you know, just delaying the defense right now, and, you know, Tinker just is being a monster for Freya, just not being able to handle her at all.
And they're still trying to hold off as much as they can. The Radiance Burn is kind of scaring these heroes. Viper just doesn't have any auto attack damage against this Rax. An Echo Slam onto 2 heroes. Fissure comes flying on through. Totem Slam, that's 2 heroes going down. One to the Phantom Lancer, one to the Earthshaker. Now Abaddon, she is once again in a lot of trouble, but you have your Tinker. She's coming on in. She's going to be finding the kills. She's got 2 easy kills. Unfortunately, Reese, she gets away, but Tinker doesn't care. She jumps into the base, finds herself a kill onto the Disruptor. Hex is up 1 here. It's going to be TPing away, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now Krish is here to clean up these heroes, and there goes the Earthshaker eventually. There we go. And now she time-lapse out, and now the Tinker's here. Now the Bristleback will have to play defensive, but there goes the Rax, and this is what Angels needs, and I think it's pretty much game for Freya at the moment. I mean, Tinker alone is holding off all these heroes.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
Yeah, she's overextending a little bit now, and they need to do something to stop that tip, but they just can't! And, you know, oh my god, she's just
Wow.
playing so well right now, playing out of her mind.
Cardinal Rule, don't give Panzel the Tinker, I think.
Ban Tinker, ban Invoker. That's all you need to do.
Ban Panzel.
Panzel's she's played so well. I can't really fault anything she's done in this game. She's just playing exceptional. Keeping every lane pushed in, being in the fights when she needs to, finding all the kills, just finding solo kills on heroes such as the PL, who you would never think she should get to start off with due to the invisibility, and she hasn't been carrying Revelation for it either. It's just Panzel.
Much fast fingers, like, I don't think I can ever have fingers that fast, to be honest. Just man, she will be shift queuing all of this, I would imagine, so.
She must be
Okay, a good player.
piano player.
In the middle lane, just Krish, you know, taking a little bit of damage, but, like, yeah, Tinker's in the top lane now, just being a real annoyance. Like, I'll be getting, like, completely, like, really annoyed. It's just like, oh, look at this me disruptor. Oh, I have 5 rockets to the face. Yep, okay, I'm dead. It's just like, you know, all Viper's in the front line now, gets hexed up as well. Orchid coming out to the Tinker, but the damage is already done. And, you know, the Radiant Stat Burn may be able to kill this Viper, but the mech and the Abandon's there just to keep the Viper alive.
Tinker. I'm gonna pop Shivers, shoot rocket, blink. Shivers, shoot rocket, blink. Oh. That's
Rinse and
how do you deal with that?
I don't know. Like the rate, like you have to double walk and illusions in. But if she got that blink shift queued off the creep, then she's just gonna go whoop immediately, and then, you know, the Clinks walks in with the image room. You know, they got the Sentry Ward out, Echo Slam. It hits pretty decently on 4 heroes, but she gets fingered by the line, and the damage is already like Rise is trying to do the damage that she can, but, you know, she just can't. You know, Shivers is slowing her attack speed down too much. I mean, there's also a good Static Storm too. A lot of damage over time right now, but the damage is just they do not have enough damage to just wipe that through, and, you know, that's GG coming out from Emsky there.
So in this series, Freya, they take 1 game, Angels take 1 game in this best of 2, so both teams being able to pick up what they need to, and they played very different games. I mean, you see Angels, they play very aggressive. The first game, it worked and it didn't work out for them. This game, however, it worked out very well for them. So it just shows how aggression and how Angels' aggression works and doesn't work. Freya, they played okay, but the PL just didn't get the farm she needed. I mean, she tried, but the Radiance, as you've mentioned multiple times, it was too far away. It was a 31-minute Radiance. Generally, if you want Radiance, you want it, give or take 2 minutes around the 20-minute mark, because that's your optimal timing, and that's where you can start to snowball your farm. It's just, it took too long, and then they just didn't have the team fight able to hold off anything Angels had to throw against them.
The software was definitely yeah. I would not be surprised, to be honest, man. I would not be surprised at all.
I don't think I would have ever guessed that.
But like Clinks, decently in the matchup, he did decently well. I mean, got the farm that she needed, got the orchid in it, a little bit late, but not too far off standard. But the Midas sort of like delayed it by a bit. Oh, excuse me, a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot. But yeah.
Uh-oh, Vinny's flirting with another one.
Already Rise is a bit of trouble right here, Clinks moving a little bit too far forward. I mean, this girl with the advantage is just like moving forward. It's just like, I don't care, I've got borrowed time. Clinks takes the finger straight to the face. Addy gets the glimpse back onto the vibe, actually saves her life. I mean, Rise needs to get out of there right now. It's way too far forward. But Panzel comes in and blinks way too far forward with the Manta Style Shiver's Guard and the Sheep Stick. And this guy, drops to the Radiance Burn and will be able to get this kill, but Tinker's still alive, Viper's still alive, Lion's still alive, and the damage is still going through.
The first check is smoked up and going for a hike.
Yeah, it's gone for a bit of a run. Rice is just like, oh, I'm going to try and man up against this Weaver. Bad miss. I immediately regret my decision. Yeah, so well played coming up from these both teams, but Panzer just showing off true skill with this hero. I mean, and the rest of the team played extremely well too. I mean, Freya just were not able to withstand the power. Big Echo Slang pointing off that. I mean, my eyes actually hurt right there with the amount of waves that just went off.
All the money. We're not saving in this world, unfortunately. And there's the game. Congratulations to Angels and also Freya, both taking 1 games in this best of 2. Thank you to all the spectators tuning in. I've been DotaYoshi, joined by Maya, joined by Vinnie and Andytron. Thank you all for coming. I will hand this back over to Maya. She will take you through the rest. I'm going to plug myself before I do that because I am a jerk. Follow me at Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Just DotaYoshi is my handle. If you want to add me on Steam, why not? I've always got room.
So then,
all plug Dave.
so that's right. With this, I believe we will move on to the next game that Freya will be playing as well. If you guys want to take a break, please go ahead. I don't mind taking over. This has been the Female Dota 2 Southeast Asian League. We will be moving on to the next game. I believe that it's Freya versus Super Captain Planet, who has been patiently waiting for their game with Freya, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!